Hey there, and welcome back to A Conspiracy of Gods, a custom 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign written and produced by me, DeRay. I'm your DM, and we're about to meet the players. But before we do, I want to offer a very special thank you to Matthew Wexler, the exceptionally talented man that recorded the music you'll hear in this episode and all of the other ones. They were tracks composed specifically for us here at A Conspiracy of Gods, and we are very thankful. Now, let's get back to those players, shall we?
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Calcifer, Fortune of the Mountain. He's a cleric.
I'm Brendan. I play Zan Aura, the half-orc artificer.
I am Casey. I play Sarathiel Urudir. She's an elven druid.
I'm Joel. I play Fitzwilliam Halifax, halfling extraordinaire, lover of people, and patron of the arts. He's a bard.
Definitely what I was expecting.
Alrighty, here. What were we doing? Okay, got this.
Good way to start the recording.
No, it's fine. I'll just delete it. Probably.
I mean, I was resisting the urge to just, make a goat noise, but apparently I didn't have to.
That I would have kept. Okay. Alright, so you guys finally made it to Kalak Dur, the nearest lost Atlak city in, the area nearest to Hathdorian. You guys got there. There was a sketchy gnome that kind of threw a bomb at you after saying something mysterious to Fitzwilliam, something about a partner. Who knows? And then a golem showed up that you were pretty sure was being run by the god Rasterik. The golem kind of bitch-slapped the bomb away and then exploded after telling you to save his brother and rescue her. Who she is, you don't know yet. In addition, there was some shady discussions going on between a dwarven noble and that gnome before he tried to explode the shit out of you. And you guys don't know where the gnome is at the moment because you were deeply distracted by the appearance of some godly relics on the altars of the 5 true gods that you were standing in a square with the exception of Baliok's altar, because he's gone, apparently. His statue was exploded. Oh, yeah, and then, there was a small issue of the Dragonturtle that exploded out of the lake behind you.
Itty-bitty little tiny issue
it's
of the enormous Dragonturtle.
Minuscule Diotels, no one needs that.
It's only 60 feet tall and can breathe steam and, not a big deal.
I want to ride it.
Immediate response.
Me too. Yep.
Okay, do you guys want me to go back over any of your relics, or do you just want to jump into the game?
Roll to ride the Dragonturtle.
Hold on. I wanted to make sure I had mine. Mine was my relic I got.
Okay.
Basic armor of Thor.
Yes, it's a mithril plate armor that's very well crafted. It's got a 19 AC plus your dexterity modifier, and it grants you resistance to psychic damage as well as advantage on saving rolls against basically mental attacks, anything trying to get into your brain.
Okay, so it's I thought it was fire. Or fire down?
Well, you also have resistance to fire damage for other reasons.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and if you make a will check, you can make that armor light up with basically the brightness of the sun for 1 minute. And you gain advantage on intimidation checks. And, you're as bright as the sun for a minute. You look like a god.
All worship me.
Just be casual, bright as the sun.
I mean, hypothetically, you could use it to light up a dark area. I don't want to tell you how to live your life.
I just need people to make me do will checks for the rest of the game. Alright.
Yeah. Anyone else questions on your relic?
I'm good.
Okay, so you guys are standing in this square with these now 3 statues of the true gods. Mialisha, Luliander, and Altasoth are still there. Rosterik and Baliok are exploded. And behind you, a 60-foot-tall dragon turtle is crashing its way through the city toward you. And it's moving faster than you thought a dragon turtle could. And as it's moving, it just keeps roaring and kind of shaking the entire cavern as it does so. What do you guys want to do?
I want to ride it.
Guess. Riding.
Can I cast Speak with Animals?
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So, you cast Speak with Animals, and this thing is not being quiet about its speaking, so to speak, I guess. If I say speak one more time, everyone will understand what I mean.
Just speak. Just speak.
So it's limited to their intelligence, but I'm pretty sure a dragon turtle is going to be fairly intelligent.
Wow!
Fish, 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 squish, 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 fish, fish, fish. I love fish.
No. So as this behemoth is trundling towards you, and actually, Calcifer, you understand this as well, since you're not running away from it. You can hear it over the over the crashing of the city. It's speaking in Draconic.
Oh boy.
Well, dragon turtles can do that. And as it's running towards you, you just keep hearing it say, friend, 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 friend.
Oh my god.
Friend.
Guys, Hugbot, get back here.
Sarathiel yells,
I run
out. Okay.
I was gonna say, Calcifer calls Gal back to it. Yes, we are your friends in Draconic.
Friend! And it just like redoubles its speed. And
I tell the other two in common, since it hasn't been able to understand anything that's going on, that it's friendly.
It redoubles its speed and, like, smashes through 6 or 7 buildings. It's already destroyed the statues of the Dwarven kings, and it kind of comes to a sliding stop, as though it's got too much momentum to stop. And it kind of crashes into the square, and I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws.
I got a 13.
Okay.
19.
What are we doing?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Just make sure if we're rolling normal dice, what is it plus our dexterity modifier?
Yes, sir.
And you're proficient in it, your proficiency bonus.
Yep.
16.
Okay. And Zahn rolled a 6.
Because I am about as dexterous as I am in real life, so...
Dexterous.
All right. So...
Thank you, Casey.
It's been one of those nights, you know.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Alright. So, this dragon turtle comes sliding across the stone, and Calcifer, Fitzwilliam, and Sarathiel all dive out of the way as it crashes forward.
Zahn, true to character.
Zahn trips over his own feet as he's attempting to get out of the way, and is kind of sat on by the dragon turtle. And Zahn takes 11 points of crushing damage.
Oh, cool.
You know what? But at least your journal is indestructible.
That is fair.
But it wasn't a friendly manner, though. Friendly manner.
Friendly damage.
It was totally accidental.
Just think, if he wasn't your friend, what would have happened?
Sarathiel says, "Up, please, friend," and points at Zahn.
The dragon turtle just kind of looks at you and says, "Friend, friend, 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 friend." It doesn't get up. It didn't seem to understand you. Like, it doesn't seem to understand what up means.
Shit.
Is there anything hanging out that would be,
Oh, I mean, Zahn's upper half is sticking out from underneath the turtle.
Good, he can breathe.
Okay, so Calcifer walks over and grabs hold of Zahn and trying to, like, does a little bit of pull motion and says, "Please move." To the turtle.
The turtle just rolled a critical failure. So he kind of lifts up, and Zahn, I need another dexterity saving throw from you.
Please. Please don't roll further under.
You've got about 2 seconds before it collapses on you again. So roll a dexterity saving throw. And actually, Calcifer, do the same.
Okay.
Jesus.
18.
All right.
I'm rolling a solid 8 right now.
So,
Hold on. I'm going to touch him and use guidance on him. roll a d4.
Roll again?
Yeah,
Roll a
no,
d4.
Oh, D4? Okay.
Yes.
Please get a 4. Oh, thank God.
Okay. So, with guidance, Zahn rolled a 12 and managed to, with Calcifer's assistance, kind of roll out from under the dragon turtle before it immediately sits down again with enough force to kind of like shake the ground you're standing on. Meanwhile, this dragon turtle is just sitting there staring at all of you, saying, "Friend, friend, 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 friend."
Sarathiel pets whatever she can reach.
So you go up and you pet his leg, which is scaly and wet and cold. It's
That's
a little
okay.
gross.
No,
It's a friend.
he's still speaking Draconic, right?
Yes.
Fitzwilliam, you should try to give him
Can
a
I-
hug like Helperbot.
What's that?
You
Can
should
I
give
use
him a hug like
languages?
Helperbot.
I don't think I can fit my arms around him.
I mean, if you want to, Zahn, you can use comprehend languages, but Calcifer is understanding what he's saying, and Sarathiel is using speak with animals, and I assume they're translating for everyone.
Yeah. I yelled. Oh, yeah, I think you were out. I yelled that he was friendly.
Oh, okay.
Like, literally the most friendly. All he's saying is friend.
And as this is all happening, this dragon turtle is like sniffing each of you individually. And when he gets to Fitzwilliam, he presses his nose really close, and you see his mouth open, Fitzwilliam, and before you can do anything, he's licking you.
Fitzwilliam is okay with this.
The tongue is rough, and his breath is uncomfortably hot, and his saliva's a bit sticky, but he just licks you for a good, 30 seconds.
Fitzwilliam just kind of chuckles and tries to, rub him somewhere that's not a tongue, but probably fails because it's big.
Yeah, your arms aren't quite long enough to reach, the side of his head.
Especially considering that I'm a halfling.
Yeah. Like, every time this dragon turtle licks you, he picks you up off your feet with his tongue, and then he puts you back down and does it again.
Nice.
So after this licking, this dragon turtle kind of puts its head down on the ground and just continues to say friend. And it just kind of sits there with its neck down. It's still standing, but its head is lying on the ground.
Casper tries to climb up his neck and sit on his head and pat him on the head.
All right, roll athletics.
Athletics. Up.
This is the most adorable thing.
All right. You rolled a 14. Yeah, you managed to clamber on up. You don't stick a foot in his eye or anything like that. You managed to get on up there, and you're patting him on the head, and he just keeps saying, friend, 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 friend.
Hey, Calcifer, want to give me a hand getting up there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I lean down and grab hold for you.
Yeah, I try to get up with Calcifer's help.
All right, roll athletics with advantage.
That's a 10.
You have a little bit of trouble. You scramble a little bit, but Calcifer's got a good hold on you, and he pulls you on up. And
okay.
This dragon turtle is just, like, incessantly, friend, 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 friend.
I scratch him behind where I think a turtle's ears would be, but Fitzwilliam doesn't really know the anatomy.
He kind of, like, and actually lets out a gout of steam from his mouth. You're fairly certain you tickled him.
Oh my god, is a ticklish dragon turtle.
So what
I don't know what to do at this point.
Neither do I. I'm like, dude.
I mean, there's room up there for 2 more people.
Is that a hint?
Zahn sighs and goes, alright, I'm gonna try it.
Oh, God. Huh.
Athletics, please. Unless you want to jump. In that case, acrobatics.
Sorathiel gives him a
Tell me
boot.
that was an option.
Either way, give me a chance to touch you so I can hit you with guidance.
Sorathiel gives him a boost.
Alright, you
Also.
can roll with advantage.
Oop.
You, Zahn. Athletics with advantage.
What? What's going on?
Roll athletics with
10.
advantage so you can get up on the dragon turtle.
Okay. Jesus.
Oh,
Yay!
okay. So you scramble.
The one time.
You scramble up as though you're walking across flat ground, and you actually manage to grab a hold of Sorathiel as you're doing so
Nice.
and pull her on up behind you.
Nice.
As soon as all of you are on board, this dragon turtle lifts up his head, and he's just, friend, 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 and continues back the way he came through the city, and you guys are riding on top of this dragon turtle.
Nice.
This is fantastic.
Casper pulls out his notepad and makes a little check mark next to riding dragon turtle.
And this turtle is, like, bounding. He seems so excited. And he's crashing through this city. He's knocking down buildings. He's knocking over statues. And he's just bounding through this city. I need all of you to make a strength check.
Good. Oh. That's a 4.
That's a 6.
Ah, shit.
Mine's an 11.
Fuck. Brendan's is a 7. Shit.
Okay. This dragon... Brendan
never mind.
rolled a 7.
7.
Zahn rolled a 7 on strength. So this dragon turtle jumps off the edge of the city into the lake below. And none of you were really expecting it, so all of you fall off the dragon turtle. And I want everyone to make a dexterity roll to see if you get knocked unconscious. Constitution to see if you get knocked unconscious hitting.
18.
19.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So, Calcifer and Sarathiel take like divers poses and they slice into the water and they are both perfectly fine. However, on your way down, Zahn kind of...
With a critical fail.
Kind of accidentally kicks Fitzwilliam in the side of the head, knocking him unconscious before he hits the water. And then Zahn hits the water face first and is knocked unconscious.
Sarathiel immediately dives for Zahn.
Hey!
Alright, make a...
Calcifer's smaller than me.
Calcifer's perfectly conscious.
Yeah. And Calcifer's smaller than me, and so is Fitzwilliam.
That's fair. And Zahn
That's
is...
racist.
No, it's actually class sizes.
I'll come up for Fitzwilliam.
Alright, both of you may make athletics checks.
That'd be a 15.
Okay, both of you manage to grab hold of these unconscious bodies and drag them to the surface of the water to make sure, they don't drown. Now, I either need Fitzwilliam and Zahn to make constitution checks, or for Calcifer and Sarathiel to make medicine checks.
I'm gonna make a medicine check.
Okay.
That would be a 23.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have a 5 on medicine. 23, anyway.
Yeah, okay. So, Sarathiel checks on Zahn, and he's not injured, just unconscious. So she rears back a hand, and she just slaps him in the face as hard as she can.
Medicine.
Yes. And
If I would have used my normal dice, I'd have had a 21, but I used the digital one.
Meanwhile, Calcifer looks over Fitzwilliam and, unsure what else to do, kind of like dunks him under the water 4 or 5 times in the hopes that maybe it would wake him up. It didn't.
Oh, good.
Okay, so Zahn is like swimming by himself, right?
Yes.
Can I go over and try and wake up Fitzwilliam?
You can, or Fitzwilliam can roll a constitution check.
Fitzwilliam?
Yes.
Would you like to do that, or would you like me to save you?
I'm a little nervous, so I'd prefer you save me. My constitution does not have very good modifiers.
Ooh,
Hold on.
we have a 11.
Plus guidance.
Okay, so roll a d4.
I would help you out too, but,
Plus 3, so 14.
Alright, you rear back again and you slap Fitzwilliam in the face and he wakes on up.
Hell yeah! My
That was
elvish
the-
medicine, so finesse.
Did you have a gratifying look on your face when you did that?
Heck yeah.
Alright, so while this is happening,
Where's friend?
Friend.
Friend!
as you look around and try and find the dragon turtle, all of you are kind of thrown against the far wall as the dragon turtle's head bursts up through the lake, and he's just like, friend, friend, friend! And he waits for you to get back on. He's
Okay.
just
Towards him.
floating.
Alright, let's do this again.
Yep, I'll swim over and try and get on.
Yep.
Yep,
You don't have any trouble getting on. He keeps his head low enough that you can just kind of swim over him and
Nice.
climb on. However, I do need constitution checks.
Oh. All the things I'm bad at. Hey, that's actually an 18. Okay.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
16.
16. Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 13. So that's
Oh, hey, okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. So, let me think. Fitzwilliam and Calcifer, You two pick up on what this dragon turtle is about to do really quickly, so you take in these really deep breaths, and you manage to hold your breath the entire time. However, Sarathiel and Zahn don't. Alright. I need both of you to make Constitution saves to see if you're going to basically pass out.
Well, everyone knows how to revive people now.
This is going to go well for me. Oh, hey.
What'd you roll?
I got a 9.
17? Okay. So, Zahn manages to, control his panic and keep his breathing... Well, not breathing, and doesn't start to drown.
Good news.
Sarathiel, unfortunately, panics and starts freaking out, trying to get up, trying to find some way to breathe, and in so doing, basically passes out and begins to drown.
Cool. I'm passed out, so who wants to do something about it?
Calcifer, you have bigger lungs than I do.
Yes. Okay. See if this will work. Transfer air, maybe?
Alright, let's have you roll Constitution for that. It's a con-heavy beginning.
Great.
But dwarves are really good at Constitution.
Half orcs on the other hand, somehow not.
You're also really bad at dexterity, so...
I mean, yes, but that just might be Zahn personally being controlled by me, so...
I rolled an 11.
You manage to pass just enough air to Sarathiel that she will survive, while keeping enough air that you will actually survive as well. It was a close call, but you did manage it.
Okay.
And as basically this dragon turtle is swimming down and the water's getting colder and colder and darker, soon no one can really see anything. You can feel the dragon turtle diving and then level out. You really can't see much of anything, though, until after maybe 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, you actually begin seeing a light ahead of you, and in another 30 or 40 seconds, you actually burst out of the water. And the dragon turtle basically walks into this cave, and all of you kind of tumble off of the dragon turtle into this cave.
Am I conscious?
Yeah,
Yes.
as Calcifer was giving you air, he kind of made sure you were awake enough not to just blow all of it out and die.
Was there a crab in the background singing Kiss the Girl?
Somebody else was catching on.
Roll perception.
I don't think that's how that worked in the movie, but Fitzwilliam will comply.
19.
You see several very, very shiny silver crabs running around in the corner of the cave. They're very small, though.
Yeah.
And actually, with a 19, you also look around this cave and realize that it seemed to be carved out of the stone itself.
That's usually how caves...
Well, no, definitely a man-made construction. It was carved. It didn't get eroded. You notice the tool marks on the walls, basically. In the far corner, you see a silver cage, large enough to fit maybe a halfling or a small dwarf. However, you don't notice the silver cage right away. The first thing you notice is the mammoth body of a dead dragon turtle that takes up the center of this cave. The scent coming off of it suggests to you it's been dead for a while, though not long enough to completely rot away. You also see 8 large broken eggs, about the size of a black bear, you would guess. And they're scattered at the edge of the water.
Are they broken like something came out of them, or like they were destroyed?
Roll nature and have advantage because you're a wood elf and a druid.
That would be a 24.
Oh yeah, these are absolutely hatched eggs.
Yay!
And as you are all standing there, next to this dragon turtle that brought you to the cave that just keeps saying, friend, 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 8 baby dragon turtles run towards you. They're all about the size of adult grizzly bears. And they're all kind of just trundling.
If this is how I die, so be it.
Sarathiel makes a noise that like no one thought she could make, and it approximates the noises I just made.
You actually see, however, that all 8 of them have their mouths open, and you actually see steam building up in their mouths. But before they can do anything, the dragon turtle next to you, still speaking in Draconic, kind of looks at all of them and is, friends. And the baby dragon turtles close their mouths.
We almost get eaten, guys. Just
That's fine.
You know, if this is how I was going to die, so be it.
And these dragon turtles, these baby dragon turtles, kind of like headbutt you. They're a lot stronger than they look, though. I mean, they are the size of grizzly bears, so how strong do they look? But
Strong.
they're stronger than you expected them to be, and their headbutts are like you have trouble keeping your balance. But they kind of like they stick their heads between your legs, and they kind of butt up against you, and they walk in circles around all of you, and they sniff you and they lick you, and you know they're just kind of investigating the new people in the cave.
I'm claiming one of them.
Is there an exit?
Only the way you came in, as far as you can tell. Roll perception.
Okay.
Hey, Brendan, you should probably go look at
It's a
the
7.
Okay.
dead turtle and see if you could use anything.
Or the eggshells.
Or the...
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
See if I can...
Do that roll investigation. Fitzwilliam, you don't see another exit.
Have I noticed the silver cage at this point?
Woo! You have.
Okay.
Brendan. Okay. Zahn, what are you investigating? The corpse or the eggs?
I'm sorry, the corpse of the what?
Eggs.
I'm going to go ahead and investigate the corpse first, I think.
Okay. As best you can tell, this dragon turtle seemed to have died of natural causes. It didn't seem to have been killed or anything like that. You notice the presence of burning around some post-mortem wounds, and you kind of put together that the baby dragon turtles have been cooking and then eating parts of this dead body in order to survive. As you're looking at it, you figure you can take some pieces of the shell fairly easily. You can break them off using some tools, and that they might serve some alchemical purposes.
Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and try that then.
All right. Yeah, it's not hard. You break it off. The shell's a bit brittle, likely because it's been dead for a while, so it comes off fairly easily. And you get chunk about the size of your hand.
Okay. Fantastic.
Okay, and yes, Sarathiel, you have seen the cage.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over and investigate the cage.
Okay.
Oh no. If I had to roll for that, I'm just gonna say right now that I see a cage.
What? Do you
Rolled a 4.
Okay. So you don't see anything in the cage as you approach it, but you hear a giggle. And you don't know where it's coming from.
That's creepy.
But you hear
I was going to say, this isn't good.
But they're laughing at something. It must be a jovial situation, right?
So
Not necessarily.
you hear this giggle as you approach the cage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
F. Oh, 17.
Okay, so you feel this force try and pull your pack off your back, but you manage to get a hold of it and, hold on to it. And suddenly, a dragon, deep crimson with a broad grin, is sitting inside the cage. It's about
Dragon, like full dragon?
It's about the size of a cat, and I need you to make a nature check to determine if it's a full dragon or not.
I want it.
This is important now.
15.
Okay. You look at this thing, and based on its, invisibility and the prank it tried to pull and its giggle and its, general size and appearance, you are fairly certain that this is a fairy dragon. And a young one at that, based on its color. And actually, inside the cage, you see some bones that you suspect belong to this fairy dragon's parents. How the egg stayed in the cage and then hatched, you don't know. But, yeah, you're fairly certain it's a fairy dragon.
Can I tell why it's in the cage and why the cage is here?
I want some perception checks for anyone looking around the room.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
I will go ahead and do that then.
That would be a 22.
Okay.
17 for me.
Okay. Fitzwilliam?
Sorry. 7?
Not looking.
Too distracted by many baby dragon turtles. Which is fair.
So, you guys look around you, with the exception of Fitzwilliam, who is very busy being licked by 4 baby dragon turtles at the same time. He's kind of been tackled by them, and they're all just, on top of him, licking him.
That's adorable.
You don't know why halflings taste so good to dragon turtles, but they apparently do. Anyway, you guys...
Important to know.
You guys look around, and you begin seeing evidence that suggests that this room was probably some kind of incubator. You see remnants of logs and some alcoves that might have held heating stones, as well as calcified eggs and even some hatched eggs, things of that nature. So you come to the conclusion that the dwarves probably collected eggs and held them here, waiting until the opportune time for them to hatch. You assume that without the dwarves to maintain this system, the eggs basically began hatching whenever they could, and this resulted in the 2 dragon turtles, as well as eventually the baby dragon turtles. And this likely explains why the adult dragon turtle only knows the word friend in Draconic. It didn't have elders to teach it any language. As for the fairy dragon, you expect it was a similar policy.
Okay.
I want to go talk to the other dragon.
Okay. You approach, and this thing, as you approach, you see that there's an intricate dwarven lock holding the cage shut, and this fairy dragon sitting in there and watching you as you approach.
Well, I attempted to say hi to it.
Okay. You say hi, and it kind of inclines its head toward you.
I asked if it knows how to speak.
The dragon looks at you and in Draconic says, "Only a fool speaks out of turn. Of course I can speak."
Oh.
Okay.
Can I still understand?
How long does your speak with animals last?
That's a great question. 10 minutes.
No.
Okay.
You hear these two conversing in Draconic, and so you assume that the dragon can have an intelligible conversation, but you don't understand it.
Then I'll make proper introductions, saying, "Hello, my name is Calcifer."
The dragon says, "Hello. I don't know my name. Have you got any food?"
Fair.
What type of food do you like?
Can I eat it?
Yes.
Then yes.
Casper pulls out one of his dark chocolate bars.
Okay. Do you kind of stick it through the bars?
Yes, I slide it through.
Okay. This fairy dragon, like, takes it. He doesn't nip your hands or anything. Just takes the bar without it being unwrapped or anything and just kind of swallows it whole. And then gets close to you with its grinning face still and says, "Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
Haven't eaten in ages."
All right. Why are you here?
Well, because my parents were here.
Okay. Has no one come to check on you, or?
I wouldn't know. I have not seen anyone other than that buffoon over there and its offspring.
Would you like to be set free?
Wouldn't you?
Absolutely. I turn and tell the guys, basically relay what's going on.
Okay.
And
Okay.
since I do have these 3 stones that were given to me by the other
Yes.
Dragon Lord,
Yes.
I can mold one of them into a key for the lock if we want to set
You
it
could
free.
just turn the cage into water.
That is true. You could also try and rip the lock off if that's the route you wanted to go. You tell me what you want to do.
That's what I'm asking them. What do y'all want to do?
Cage into water would be the easiest one, I would think, because, I mean, you don't have to guess at what the proper key is.
Well, we might want to try more traditional methods first.
Well, yeah.
I was thinking just smash the lock, to be honest.
You only have 3 of those stones.
Smash it with a hammer!
It is a dwarven lock, though, so...
It is.
And
Yeah, but
with
you're a
with-
dwarf with a dwarven hammer.
True. Alright, then I'll do that.
Alright. Roll attack to try and hit this lock.
Please don't miss.
Yeah, I did.
What'd you roll?
5.
Nah, you swing your hammer at this thing and you come just to the side of it and you hear the fairy dragon inside giggle.
Yep, knew that was coming. Okay,
Okay.
so y'all want me to take another shot at it?
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll give a shot at... We're smashing the lock, is that what's going on?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think I'm just going to straight up smash it with the mace.
Okay. Meanwhile, your furtive filcher is actually being chased around by dragon turtles that are trying to basically nip at its heels and pull it out of the air.
That's adorable.
Furtive filter, though.
Do I see this happening?
A roll perception. That is a 6. Nope. Fitzwilliam
Of course
does,
not.
however, because Fitzwilliam's lying right there with 4 dragon turtles on top of him.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, I'm definitely smashing the lock with the mace then.
Okay. Roll attack.
Okay. That's plus proficiency plus dexterity, right?
Strength. It's a melee weapon.
Strength. Okay.
Alright. Roll damage.
Alright, that was supposed to be a Dean.
I don't have anything left of that lock.
No. So Zahn brings his mace down on this thing, and it kind of bounces off, and there's a very small scratch on the surface of the lock. And the
Okay,
fairy
well,
dragon
this could take a while.
giggles at you. Does anyone else want to try something?
I don't really have anything I can try unless the lock secretly has a brain that I can deal damage to.
It's a furtive filter, though. Yell to Zahn about the furtive filter.
What about it?
Oh,
Fitzwilliam's
yeah.
the only one that
Fox.
saw it.
So your guy over there, he's kind of being chased and stuff.
Alright. I'm going to go and try to get him back.
Alright, roll dex.
Oh boy. This should go well.
Yeah, you jump and try and catch him so you can protect him, and you kind of trip over one of the baby dragon turtle legs and kind of fall flat on your face.
Well, that's not surprising.
Meanwhile, though... Sorry, what?
I was going to say that Sarathiel catches sight and says, "Hey, wait, can that thing pick locks?"
Well, we can certainly try. So I turn to the furtive filcher if I can still get to him.
I mean, you're lying on the ground. He's not far.
Okay. So I get up and I look over at him and go, "Hey, do you think you might be able to pick this lock in any way?"
And
Can
it flies over to the lock and kind of hides behind Sarathiel for a minute as 4 baby dragon turtles bound up toward it.
Cute.
Can I
distract the dragon turtles with petting?
Baby dragon turtles.
You can try. What do you want to do, Zon? Because as Sarathiel is petting them, they are still trying to get around her.
Calcifer wants to tackle one. See if he can cause a mosh pit.
Calcifer, roll athletics. Athletics. Yeah. And Zon, what do you want to try?
I'm going to try to use disguise self to disguise myself as the furtive filcher.
I rolled an 18.
Phenomenal.
Okay. Calcifer, you make a flying leap and get one of these dragon turtles. You're not able to get your arms all the way around it. This thing's the size of a grizzly bear. But you have enough momentum to kind of knock it off balance, and it kind of loses its footing, and kind of all 4 legs just come out from under it, and it kind of collapses with you on top of it. Meanwhile, the other 3 dragon turtles see this second furtive filter and immediately run after it and try and catch it.
I'm just going to try to run around the cave to try to avoid that.
I'm going to need a total of 3 athletics checks.
Alright, let's do this.
Because the actual furtive filter is beginning to pick the lock.
Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, off to a fantastic start. Oh, hey, you got better.
Okay, so in the first 6 seconds, one of the dragon turtles gets up to you and sticks out its maw to try and catch you. And then I throw my dice.
Across the house.
And actually catches you in the back and does 5 damage to you. However, in the next 12 seconds, you do manage to evade the 3 dragon turtles, unless you're unconscious. Because you've taken... what? Now...
20.
Yeah, 20 points of damage?
How many points? What?
20. You've taken 20 points of damage.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
No, total. You just took another 5.
Oh, okay.
So you are not unconscious?
No, I'm barely holding on, but I'm doing fine at the time.
But you manage to evade the other dragon turtles for a good 20 seconds, and the furtive filcher Sarathiel behind you kind of... and you hear the lock click open.
I pull the cage door open.
Okay, as soon as you do, that fairy dragon is like flying out of the cage, and it lands on your shoulder and immediately buries its head in your pack. And it seems to be eating.
Don't eat everything.
It doesn't acknowledge you, like, at all. It's just eating.
I grab it by the scruff of the neck and try and pull it out of my pack.
Roll strength.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again because that hit my mic. 16.
Alright. You try and get a hold of it, but it's just too strong for you. It stays in there. And this thing, like, seems to resent the fact that that you're trying to stop it. And I also just uploaded a picture of it.
Oh my god.
It's about the size of a cat, again. And
I say, hey, I'll let you eat something. I just don't want you to eat everything.
This dragon pulls its head out of your pack and it looks at you with this grinning face. And it says, "And who are you to tell me what to do?" Thanks for listening to this episode of A Conspiracy of Gods. If you're looking for more episodes, you can go ahead and check out the other videos on this channel or the playlist, which contains all of the episodes thus far. And remember to please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content and want to see some more of it. If you're looking for more information about the world, any maps, anything of that nature, go ahead and check out aconspiracyofgods.weebly.com. And, as always, thanks for listening.